Are you tired of drowning in the email clutter and you have thousands of email in your inbox and you have absolutely no idea how to deal with them? Inbox zero just seems just a dream. Hi, it's Lily Amanda from Pink. In this video, I'm going to review SaneBox. It's an AI tool to help you to declutter your inbox. And I never thought there's something like that out there until one day I found out there's an AI tool can actually zero inbox. And it just sounds amazing. So immediately I signed up to try. To be honest, I used to have a VA would log into my email and zero inbox for me because I couldn't do that for myself. And I have to hire someone to do it for me. In the beginning, I was very skeptical about this tool because what about the security? If I just let an AI come into my inbox, will my information's all been leaked out? I'm going to share with you the information so you can decide it for yourself. I have been using it for a while and I do find it's super convenient and I no longer need to hire anyone to log into my email and clean the inbox for me. I've also prepared a checklist. It's about 5 steps to declutter your inbox. You can download for free. Let me give you some insight about how this AI tool works. So SaneBox is email managing tools that will help you to organize your email and declutter your inbox. It will sort out your emails for you and you can train SaneBox to do the task for you. What email should go where? You can absolutely train it. After you train SaneBox what to do, and later on when you receive the same email from same address, same person, then you will go to a certain folder and also can send you reminders. Okay, and SaneBox actually integrate into your email. It works in the background instead of you have to log in somewhere to organize your email. For example, if it's on Gmail, it will work in the background for you. Just log into your Gmail or Outlook, also other major email providers. That's where you can train SaneBox and do everything there. So you can see this is SaneNews. Like everything, there's news-wise, a newsletter, or some people tell you the new promotion or something, the email you signed up, you go to news here. SaneBox will send me email almost every day to teach me tricks, to review some emails that might be important for me. The best practice is once I have read the email, I just archive it. That's the best practice. That's how everyone can zero their inbox. Just after you read it, you archive it. You do something about it. For example, I can say, okay, tell me this later. Okay, thank you for you like this. Okay, I might be replying, so I just put in later. So later on, I just go there. SaneLater means it's not something important immediately I have to deal with. So if you receive emails that you don't have to deal with it immediately, you can just drag it. For example, I go to inbox like this one, I just drag it to SaneLater and you just go. Okay, and news is all the newsletters I get, and you can see there are so many. And you can also drag the email to send next month. That means it will come up again in your inbox after 1 month. And this is send next week. Now, if I drag this to send next week, you will see the emails come here, and also it will move to your inbox after 1 week. Okay, and send no replies. It's actually the first email of the label. It's always teaching you how to use this label. And send receipts, like everything I purchase, the receipt, I will train them. And in the beginning, if they don't know that's receipt, I will just drag it over there. For example, maybe SaneLater, there will be some receipts and I will just drag it over there. So they will recognize that next time, this is a receipt and go over there. And just for accounting wise, what you spend, it's just easy to track. For example, this is a subscription invoice. I would just drag it to send receipts. Just a quick look about how you can train SaneBox AI. As I said before, I was skeptical about this tool because it doesn't seem right. I let AI to go into my inbox to read all my information, right? I think I've been traumatized by Photoshop. I have switched from Photoshop to Affinity Photo because Adobe Photoshop they changed their terms and conditions and said they will use the users' images to train their AI. And I can't agree with this because my creativity is mine. I'm not going to share with AI, not just because I use Photoshop, I subscribe to you and I pay monthly fee and you can use my images to train your AI. So I was traumatized by some of the terrible software company. So I feel like, can I trust this? Can I trust this company to not leaking my information? When you use email like Gmail, any email, you have to be very conscious about anyone might hack into it to read it. So you don't give out your credit card numbers or any passwords. Just don't do it by email, okay? It's just a basic knowledge. It doesn't matter AI go in or not, or Gmail is free email, or the providers you have paid for. It's the same. If you don't want it to be shared in the public, better don't put in the email. And for the security about SaneBox, I found in the end here, they have security page dedicated to all my questions I have answered here, like their data policy and why my credential is safe, and also the physical security and everything. Here are a few highlights of this security page. For example, this one, your email never leave your server and your data is completely private. We never look at the content of your emails. Rather than look at the content, SaneBox algorithm analyze the patterns of your email behavior, which means the emails you open and what you do with them. And their email processing servers never accept connections from public internet. It's all provided through encrypted VPN tunnels. The last one is most of service authorize SaneBox without a password. That means Gmail, Yahoo, I don't know what is this. This is AOL. You can read all about security and it answers my questions. That's why I start to use it after I read all this. But it's entirely up to you. I think everyone have to decide what is best for them. Any tool we use today, there is a risk. And so you have to decide what is best for you. There is one very important feature I need to talk about. It's called SaneBlackHole. This is just like it sounds, the black hole. Like once the email was dragged over there, you'll never see it again. This is particularly for emails that you know this person and you don't really want to hear from this person, but you don't want this person to know. This is a great place to go. Like I could have unsubscribed someone, but she's my friend. So I don't want to unsubscribe her to make her feel hurt. Instead of that, because what she or he does, it is something that you're not interested in. For example, it could be an entirely different industry. And she keeps sending you this email newsletter. And you thought being a good friend should be supportive. Instead of keep clutter your inbox, you can drag it to black hole. This is just a tip. You still receive it and your friend wouldn't find out. That's particularly for someone that you already know. And also the other case is for spammers. If there's a spam email come in and you click unsubscribe, there's a high chance you get more spam email because they want to see who is actually active. And they might get hundreds of thousands of email and they just send the same email. And who unsubscribe, that means that email address is active and they will keep sending email to that active email address. So black hole is also serve that purpose. If you see that's a spam, and don't do anything. Don't unsubscribe, don't reply, don't do anything. Just drag it to the black hole to ensure your email security. Okay, let's talk about pros and cons about SaneBox. Pro is it's very easy to set up. Initial setup, there are like a few questions to ask you. And do you need this or do you need that? After 15 minutes, my inbox is like 0, already cleaned. And then later on, I cluttered it again by not archiving email. But I will do it. And that's the first thing. It's very easy to set up and it really saves my time because I don't have to go and click every email to archive every email because it was sorted out for me. If I have a little bit of time, I want to have a look at email, I will just go to SaneLater. I see if there's anything I need to take care of, or I want to get to know the news from the newsletters I subscribed. Then I will go to the SaneNews to check out some latest news. So that actually saved my time to sort it out instead of reading each and every email. The third good thing about SaneBox is it works with all the major email providers. So it will work in the background for you. And that is just super convenient. So you don't have to switch platforms. So the cons. The first thing is this is not free. I can get you free trial. I can get you a coupon code. But it is not a free tool to use. So you do have to pay for a monthly subscription to able to utilize this fantastic tool. And second is initial setup, it does take a bit of time for you to go through each and every step. There are a few things that I didn't understand how to set up, but there's always help over there in support that you can get into it to learn what it is. And another thing is always reversible. If you didn't set it right, you can also change it later on. So it's not a big deal. But in the beginning, the setup might seem a little bit overwhelming, but don't worry about it. Just go through it. I'm going to create a tutorial to help you to solve this problem. And I will leave the link in the description. And I think SaneBox is best for solopreneur like me. So I don't have to hire anyone to zero my inbox, or anyone who is busy and having a lot of emails and would love to have inbox zero. SaneBox is absolutely a game changer. It's great for anyone who wants to spend less time on inbox and more time on creating something better. But if you are someone who doesn't get many emails, or you already have a system built in that works best for you, then SaneBox may be a bit overkill for you. So what do you think? Would you try this tool? If you would like to try, I will leave a link in the description for you to sign up a free account. You can go ahead and try out yourself. You can download this checklist on my Patreon for free. I write some tips and tricks that I don't talk about on YouTube. You can also subscribe to my Patreon to receive these tips and tricks. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's Lily Amanda, and I'll talk to you in the next video.